I was always afraid to wear color. I was always afraid to wear a blonde or a lighter color because I thought, oh, I'm too dark. I can't do that. No, ma'am. I don't let that trouble me anymore. If I like the way it looks on my head, I'm gonna wear it. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ro the Black Magnolia, your favorite bougie babe, bringing you all your bougie but budget-friendly tips and faves and a little bit of everything in between. Today is more of the in-between. About a year or so ago, I did this short, and it was about how to wear a lace front wig behind your hairline. And I did it in a blonde color because I wanted to make sure I showed the contrast between my hair and the wig to show that I really was wearing it behind my hairline. And I've done a few of these videos because I wear wigs just about every day. I have lupus, and because of that, I lost my hair. And it has actually in the most recent, probably year or so, started growing back in more. But before that, I had to get really creative with how to wear my hair to be able to have the versatility that I wanted and still feel what I considered beautiful. I had to get super creative with how I was gonna wear my wigs because I didn't have a whole lot of hair to work with. Before, I was really embarrassed about my hair loss, and I probably never would have done a video showing you what my actual natural hair looked like out in the open in the Publix. But that doesn't bother me anymore because what's on my head today is so much more than what was on my head 2-3 years ago, or even 12 years ago when I got diagnosed. I literally had no hair from this side of my head to this side of my head, all the way down, nothing. I'm gonna be thankful for these long, luscious locks that I have today. So, like I said, I did that video and I got this comment on the video. And I totally get it. What you see on camera can sometimes be really different from what you see in real life. But what I do here is for my real life. My lifestyle is the style in which I live my life out in the world and not just online or on the internet. It's what I do to be able to move around and feel comfortable. And that's what I always share and show with you guys. And in response to that comment, I had somebody ask me if I would be willing to do a video that would show how I actually style the wig behind my hairline so that they could see that it would be something that they could achieve. And that's what I'm here to do today. And so I'm just gonna show you what my process is when I style my wig behind my hairline. And I can definitely do more of these videos if this is something that you guys like. Head on down to the comments below and let me know what are the videos regarding hair you might wanna see me do. And let's get into styling this unit. What a unit that has color in it. I am going to make sure that the roots of the wig are dark because it doesn't make any sense to have a solid blonde unit that I'm gonna wear and not have dark roots in it. You're gonna be able to really see that line of demarcation between my hair and the wig, and I'm not going for that. I have suffered from wig blindness before, and I'm not trying to do that again. I have gone in the streets looking absolutely crazy. Dark times. Dark times. Whenever I'm styling my wigs, I always want to make sure I've got a really secure base. I know you guys are probably super familiar with this if you wear wigs or any other kind of hairpiece or unit. So I won't get too much into that, but I always make sure my hair underneath is as flat as possible. I choose to chemically relax my hair. I don't know, it's just the generation that I grew up in. We either had the Jerry curl, we had the relaxer, we had something, and that's what I like to do. So I make sure my hair is as flat as possible, and I put it back into a little ponytail. And then I get my trusty dusty wig cap and put that on. This is the Glenna What Lace Baylage Caramel. As you can see, this hair has a lot of different colors in it, right? Even if you are wearing a unit that has a lot of color, you wanna make sure it's got a dark root because that's gonna be the thing that's gonna make it super easy for you not to have to use a lot of hair to be able to camouflage the lace in the front. So this unit I've already cut, colored, and done all the different things to. And now we're just gonna put this sucker on. I always like to make sure I'm using my wig grip cap because I don't want combs or anything on my hairline. I'm trying to save my hair and regrow it and not put stress and tension on it. So I like to use this wig grip cap because I can take the combs and secure them underneath the wig grip. It gives me like an extra secure base because that wig grip cap has that velvety fabric on it that helps keep the wig in place. And that's important when you're wearing it behind your hairline because you don't want it to slide back. And I can also take those combs and secure them underneath the wig grip cap, and it's gonna hold and give me that more secure like attachment to it, but it's not gonna put any stress on my hairline. So I just take it and I stick it right under that cap. It's gonna stay there. And that helps me when I'm pulling out hair that I need to use, because then I'm not having to pull it out through those combs. I'm just pulling it out from underneath the lace on the wig. So the wig is basically on, and how I'm gonna wear it is back here. I am going to pull this back here. Just gonna grab my comb because we are not going to leave out a lot of hair. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna spray through with my leave-in conditioner. And this is the Bobos Remy leave-in conditioner and detangler. She needs a little bit of love here because she has been worn a time or two, but she's still in good condition. I do love this Glenna wig though, the way the curls fall in it, and it doesn't tangle a lot. It doesn't shed a whole lot either. And I've always been like a little nervous. Growing up, I was always told, oh, you could be so pretty if you just had like blonde hair and blue eyes. I heard that a lot in the neighborhoods that I grew up in. I grew up in spaces where there weren't a whole lot of people that looked like me. And I was always given the, you're so pretty for you know, instead of just, hey, just how about the compliment? How about just the compliment? So I was always afraid to wear color. I was always afraid to wear a blonde or a lighter color because I thought, oh, I'm too dark. I can't do that. No, ma'am. I don't let that trouble me anymore. If I like the way it looks on my head, I'm gonna wear it. Okay. Now I do know that there are certain blondes that I should not wear, so I'm not gonna act like, you know, that's not a thing. But not wearing blonde at all because I'm too dark. I am too old to let that bother me anymore. Okay, and this is just my favorite Tangle teaser brush. What I also like about this Glenna unit is that there's so much parting space in it. I can wear my side part. I know, not everybody is in love with the side part, but I am. I'm gonna get real close in, and I might have to look in the opposite direction a little bit here, but here is where the camouflage begins. So I wanna make sure that I've got my hair just at right before where my hairline is. I'm gonna take out like the littlest, tiniest bit of hair. Now, I'm gonna go over here just so that I can see. Hope you can still see. All right. And I'm gonna do that all around my hairline. Just take it out just a little bit. Okay. So here is what I have out. I don't know if you can see that. That is what I have out. And I may, because this hairline on this wig is a little bit thicker, I may need a little bit more, but that's what we're leaving out, okay? Now I'm gonna take this down and spray this guy. I have a closet full of wigs that I have not worn and haven't done anything with. So sometimes I won't know that I've bought multiple of one wig and have it, and I don't know, whatever. And I almost forgot the most important thing I need is my other brush. I'll be right back. My most important piece here is gonna be my board bristle brush. I'm gonna just take it. I'm gonna brush my hair up. Okay. Now, as you can see with this dark root that I have here and my hair, you can see it's blending in and covering it. So, couple tips, things that you need to know that you need to do. First, you have to make sure that you color your lace either really dark or skin tone color, because if you don't, you're just gonna have this really ashy color peeking through, and that's not gonna help. What I always suggest is that if you're gonna wear your wig behind your hairline, color the lace the same color as the hair that you wanna leave out, because then you don't have any blending problems. It's just gonna be dark, and so is the hair that you're leaving out in front. With this unit, I was gonna try and go full glueless and not leave any hair out, so I colored it that brown color to match my skin tone, but that wound up not being the case. So you can see right in here, you'll still see that because that's the color that it is if I don't move and manipulate my hair the way that I need to when I'm doing it. So now I'm just going to move my hair around, and you see that? That's real life. That's the color. There's no editing, no nothing here. Just me combing the hair in the direction that I need to, because I didn't color my lace dark. So I do need to cover that part on the side there. What's gonna be important now is to make sure your hair doesn't move. I use the bed head, the IG bed head. It's just a wax stick. That wax stick, you're gonna rub that in the front of your hair to make sure that hair stays in place and doesn't move around. That's when you're gonna start to see that lace, is if you move your hair around. That's not what you wanna do. You wanna make sure that your hair stays in the direction that you move it in. I don't always like to rub the wax stick all over my hair, just in the spot where I need it. So I've got a little bit on my finger here, and I'm gonna rub that in. And now I am going to take my boar bristle brush again. As you can see here, nothing, you can't see. And there it is. If I really wanted to like go all in, I'm not going to, because I used heat on my hair this weekend and I don't want to use any more heat on it today. But like I showed in the other video that I did this in, if you really want to get it even more seamless, just take your flat iron or your hot comb and run it through the front of your hair and lay it down before you wax it, and then put your wax stick to it after that, and that'll help it stay in place even more. And so for me today, like I said, I'm not using any heat. I'm not gonna wear this unit. I'm gonna actually put on a different unit, so I'm not gonna go through all of the like heat and the wax stick all over and everything. Just really simple and basic, and this is how the hair blends and looks after I've pulled out my hair and have put that on there. I can part it either direction if I wanted to, but this is what it looks like. And to show you just how much hair I have left out, I'm going to take off the wig grip. Oh my God, the whole thing came off. But you can see, I don't know, put this back on here. Sorry guys. You can see this is all of the hair, and I know it looks a little messy, but I don't want to edit it. I want you to see that this is all that I left out so that you can know like it's not a ton of hair. So this is literally all of the hair that I left out to camouflage the front of the unit behind my hairline. And you can see my edges in here, they're still growing back in. It's a little slow, but they're a little thinner. So the tips that I use to be able to wear my hair behind my hairline and not have it show. One, make sure that you are coloring the lace on your unit nice and dark to match your hair color. That way, if it shows through your hair, all they're seeing is that same color. Gladys over on Is That Your Hair? OG wig content creator. I have been watching her for years and years. The trick that I learned from her really early on in me wearing wigs was just taking some dark eyeliner and penciling that in across the hairline of the wig. That way you can get a seamless color. You can do that, or you can just use the dark black lace wig spray instead of using eyeliner if you don't want to go through that. I personally prefer to use the wig spray for it instead because it dries down and it won't move. Sometimes with the eyeliner, it can move around and get on your hair a little bit and then get on your skin. I don't want to do that. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is to make sure you are wearing a unit that has dark roots, because when you're pulling that hair out from your hairline, it won't look crazy. The third tip here, my hair is kind of thin on those edges. It's still growing back in. I am still on my hair regrowth journey. And a little something that I use when I am blending in my hairline and when I am wearing ponytails and pulling my hair all the way back is this olive oil cover and hold black beeswax hair edge filler. And it's dark black, darker than my own hair. And what I do is that after I get my hair up and on, and I won't do it today because I didn't need to, but sometimes if my edges are looking a little bit thinner or if the wig is a little bit darker, if I feel like it just needs more coverage. So when my hair was a lot thinner than this was something that I used a lot more. And I would just add this into my edges and in the front of my hairline and all around behind the hairline on top of the lace to cover that just a little bit more. There's no scent or anything to this. It's fantastic. I love it. I don't believe it comes in any lighter colors, but this works. Even though my hair is not this dark, it really does work to help when I'm trying to lay down and provide color in my hairline. So I can use this in place of the wax stick. Either one, they work perfectly. If I'm feeling like my edges are a little bit thinner, or I feel like I need a little bit more coverage because of the style of the wig or how thin my hair is, I will use this. If I'm feeling like it's good, I don't need a whole lot of color coverage, just my hair, and I just need to hold it in place, I will use just the clear wax stick. And that's how I take a wig, wear it behind my hairline, and make it look as natural as possible. My goal is to take care of my hair, and so I feel like letting my hair out in front of my hairline and not using all the glue and tape and different things to tack down my wigs is gonna help me as I try to regrow my hair and help my edges out. I literally had no edges before after my hair all came out because of my lupus, and they have grown in so much over the past few years. I don't want to lose them. I want to keep as much of them as possible. So not using the glue, not using the sprays, the tape and those things on my hairline, I feel like I'm just doing myself a favor. Now, there are times that you may want to actually tack your wig down and do that. Go for it. I'm sure there's lots of products out there that can do that for you, but I'm just not that skilled at doing it. And losing my hair and not having the skill to make the wig look natural glueless all led to me getting really good at being able to camouflage that lace behind my hairline in my hair with a multitude of different color units. And that's how I do it. If you have not already, sugar, make sure that you go down to that subscribe button, click it, turn on your notification bell. That way you will never ever miss any of the videos that I upload. I love coming on here and sharing the things that I've learned and the hurdles that I've been able to jump over, whether it comes to fashion, lifestyle, beauty, or hair. And if I can do that and help you, I would love to, and I would love to spend more time with you here on the channel, sugar. If you have any questions, hop down into those comments and let me know if you have any tips or tricks that you use to help camouflage your hair behind your hairline, or what products you use to tack down your wig that are hairline friendly. I would love to know and love to be able to share that with you and the rest of the subscribers here on the channel. And I will see you in the next video.